I need you to completely understand that if you don't stop drinking, you're going to lose everything. Maya Angelou once said, "If you don't know where you've come from, you don't know where you're going." And that rings so true when it comes to my anxiety. I had to dig down deep to understand where I believe my anxiety originated from and started. So I was a smartass growing up. I was what you would consider a class clown. I used to do stupid things to irritate my teachers in yard duty. Nothing malicious, but I just goofed off a lot. You see, the reason I was a nuisance is because I had a learning disability. For whatever reason, I just didn't know how to read and write. I was in special ed classes, and those didn't help. Even all the way up until middle school, I had really trouble learning. And I had a teacher who knew this and would take any opportunity he could to embarrass me and ask me to read in front of the class. This really took a toll on my self-esteem and my confidence, and this is where I believe some of my anxiety started to come from. Thankfully, another teacher in my 8th grade year really sat me down and took the time to show me how to read and write. By the end of his lessons, I was able to write a full essay. As I explained in my depression video, high school played a big part in my anxiety. But let me be completely honest with you guys. Yes, my past played a big part in my anxiety, but my alcoholism is what skyrocketed it. I remember being a homebody. I never wanted to go out unless there was alcohol involved. In my early 20s is when my anxiety really took off, to the point where I was checking my pulse. I don't know if you guys ever done the pulse check over here or on your wrist. I don't know why I always had this anxious worry that something bad was going to happen. When I would be the passenger of a car, I would clench the armrest so hard that it would make my hand numb. I was just an absolute wreck. I didn't want to go anywhere. I didn't want to do anything for a very long time unless it involved alcohol. It was as if I thought alcohol was my cure, when in reality it was causing all of my problems. You see, a huge part in my anxiety was the lack of me handling my responsibilities. As I mentioned in previous videos, I was immature, irresponsible, and very self-centered. I only cared and thought about myself for many years while Elizabeth was handling our major responsibilities, and that really took a toll on me because I knew that I was wrong. I really felt trapped in my own body. I was in constant worry. I was in constant stress. I felt like I was nobody or nothing. This completely made me vulnerable. I didn't want to have any serious conversations with anybody about any type of responsibilities that I had. I was an absolute wreck, emotionally and physically. I can't stress enough, I would sleep all day because I just didn't want to deal with life. When Elizabeth and I first got back together, that was my first sign of hope. And I was very, very difficult to deal with. Not only was I struggling with my relationship issues, I was struggling with jealousy, rage, anxiety, depression, and I was trying to mask it all and seem like this strong person, and slowly but surely they just unfolded and I made life a complete hell for Elizabeth. And to be honest, I have no idea how she put up with it, but she has stuck by my side ever since, and I don't think I would be the person I am today if it wasn't for her. You know, I took for granted a lot of the things that I already had that were right in front of me. I had Elizabeth, I had my children, I had my parents, I had my siblings. all of these people never gave up on me. And it took a while for me to see that, but eventually I saw what I had, and it started to alleviate the anxiety that I was having. Once I started grabbing a hold of my responsibilities and being the man that I knew that I could, it started to help mend some of the issues that I was having. I wasn't feeling so worthless. I wasn't feeling so scared or worried because I had all of these people around me. And I want you to take that into consideration. You know, sometimes we can be blinded by our anxiety or our depression, and we really don't see the people who are around us and who really truly care about us. You know, I mentioned in my depression video that there are a lot of people with less than what I have, but are happier than I am. And there are people out there with real worries and real struggles. And I had to take that into consideration, not at a selfish level, but just to remind myself that my problems weren't as big as I thought they were. And there are people out there who are struggling to survive. And these are the people who I want to reach out to. And I want to explain to you that there is hope. I want to show you that there is another way out. You know, it may not be easy, but you have to start somewhere. Take into consideration the things that you already have in your life. Really start breaking them down. Really start looking into the details of your life and look around you. Look at the beauty in the world. I know that it can be difficult with the negativity from the news and social media, but you need to learn how to drown the noise. You need to learn how to take a step back and really focus on your well-being and find out where this anxiety originated from, where this depression originated from. And once you determine that, slowly start working to how to resolve it. You know, if there's responsibilities that you're neglecting, if there's relationships that you need to mend, I would highly recommend that you do so. I would never want to undermine anybody's situation, and I know that everybody has their own story, and some can be a lot more difficult than others, but you have to try to figure out how to resolve these issues, or they're just going to get worse. Absolutely, there's going to be bumps and twists and turns along the way, but you're going to learn from them, and it's going to make you stronger in the long run. If there is anything that you can take away from this video, it's communication. Talk to people. Let it out. Don't bottle it in. Don't let it consume you. Don't let your anxiety win. You are a lot stronger than you think you are. And how do I know this? Because I was in the same boat as you were just a few years ago, and I was able to get out, and you can too. That's going to go ahead and wrap up this video. Please make sure to comment down below. Please give this video a like, and please make sure to subscribe. As always, more than ever, stay safe, take care, and God bless.